And it's time to take a look at our tail of the tape for this fight, brought to you by Bud Light, the beer you can always count on. Down the line, the stats are pretty much even, with both fighters standing at 5 feet 8 inches. Weight and rate lean slightly towards Brandon Todd, with Hamilton Ash holding the 3-year age advantage. Let's find out how this one all plays out as we go inside the cage with Britt Talbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, our amazing matchmaker, Mr. Todd Carlson, has brought us a couple of out-of-town fighters for our co-main event of the evening. This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Front Street Fights lightweight division. This fight is brought to you by Drug Shield, the exclusive drug testing and MMA licensing company for Front Street Fights. Let's meet our combatants. First, fighting out of the blue corner, to my left, standing in at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds, with a professional record of 6 wins against just 2 defeats. He represents Whitefish BJJ from Whitefish, Montana. I give you Hamilton Ash. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing in at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, coming into tonight's bout with a perfect 2-0 record, proudly representing Charlie's Combat Club from Everett, Washington. I give you Brandon, the missing link, Todd. Our referee in charge of the action will be Mr. Rulin Day. He will now give fighter instructions. Rulin?
Okay, we've already covered the rules. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Let's fight hard, fight fair. Let's touch gloves, come out fighting.
Brandon calling no glove touch. He's ready to do work.
Both fighters race to the middle of the cage, and our co-main event of Front Street Fights 14, presented by Bodybuilding.com, is underway between Hamilton Ash and Brandon Todd. Good head kick there by Brandon Todd.
Kick, though. But Brandon's very comfortable right here. Hamilton's going to have to be very careful. He's trying to pass that to a full mount, or at least get inside.
Brandon doing a good job of preventing that move. Great head kick there by Brandon Todd, and Hamilton really doing a good job of recognizing the danger he was in.
I'm telling you.
Might be giving himself up to a potential armbar situation here.
You look at Brandon's record, he's got a lot of submissions. You know he's comfortable on the ground. Hamilton doing a very good job there, though, to maintain control. He's in a good position.
Brandon doing a good job locking in the leg there of Hamilton Ash, not really allowing him to pass guard and get full mount.
Hamilton's doing a good job. He's trying to work to a full mount. He's got a really good side control right now. This right now is a chess game. It's just a chess match. Who can outthink the other guy?
Minute 45 gone by in our co-main event between Brandon Todd and Hamilton Ash.
Hamilton trying to get that knee across. He's using, if you're looking at his shoulders, he's using really good shoulder pressure to turn that head of Brandon, to keep him turned away from him. And what that does is Brandon has to turn away right now. Gives Hamilton the back. Kind of step across, and this is a really good position for Hamilton. Brandon fought his way out of that.
Who wants it more right now as we go halfway through round number 1? Most of this fight has been contested on the ground.
There we go. You see some strikes.
Couple elbows there by Hamilton.
Hamilton doing a really smart thing. You can tell he's had quite a few pro fights. He's trying to get between Brandon and the cage to take Brandon's feet off.
Brandon also needs to be careful, though, not to lock in the toes there and kind of grasp the cage, but use it to push off as he does. Trying to get an armbar there in Hamilton Ash.
He's going for the leg lock he likes.
That leg lock is what he surprised Michael Garcia with back at Front Street Fights 12 to pick up his first pro win.
Beautiful transition to escape that.
Good right jab there. A couple of back fists by Hamilton Ash. Brandon trying to keep him separated, using the strength of his legs and the distance he can try and keep.
I like to call that the big brother. Or the little brother.
90 seconds left in this first round. A lot of aggression shown by Hamilton Ash throughout this first round.
You know, Brandon's got his head trapped. I've never seen a guy really finish with this, but I don't know.
Hard to tell from this position kind of really what's going on there.
I think he's just kind of mostly just squeezing on the head now. But he does have that arm trap, and now he's transitioning back to his knee bar. He's looking for that knee bar again.
Hey, you got to stick with what brought you to the game and what works for you.
Definitely. Hamilton looks like he's done his homework. You know, he's staying away from it. He knows when he's looking for it, and he's doing the right things to defend it.
How hard is it when it actually comes time to, you know, during a fight camp, obviously you're training to prepare yourself both physically and mentally, and you work with your coaches, you put together, you study a fighter's record, you put together a game plan, but when it comes time to actually perform that game plan, how hard is it to actually stick with that?
It takes a lot of discipline because, like they say, you know, as soon as that first punch lands, the game plan
could
may
go
fly
out the
out
window.
the window.
Kind of an awkward position for both fighters here as we come up on the final 13 seconds of round number one. A lot of cat and mouse game, or as you like to call it, a big chess game in this first round.
Yeah. You know, Brandon's doing a good job. You know, he's kept Hamilton where he can't land a lot of effective strikes.
Round number one of our co-main event comes down. A little tap on the back by both competitors there. Again, cat and mouse, the story of this first round as we get ready for the Project Filter replay, brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when. We'll show you how. Visit projectfilter.org. The opening exchange here of this first bout really kind of fireworks a little bit. An outside kick there by Brandon Todd goes for the inside kick, and you're going to see the head kick here in a second. Again, just cat and mouse right now, both trying to figure each other out. That head kick there attempt by Brandon Todd, and then Hamilton Ash gets him to the ground, and this is where both fighters will spend the majority of the rest of the fight. The leg lock attempt there, again, a favorite of Brandon Todd, really trying to get Hamilton Ash here, but what is Hamilton doing to prevent that right there?
You know, he's keeping his weight. You can see he's sat way back, you know, and that makes it really hard to put all that weight that low to the ground to get underneath it, and that's what Brandon's trying to do, is get him up so he can slide that knee into place, or that leg. But Hamilton's done his homework.
Here we go into round number two of our co-main event. Opens up with two stiff kicks by Brandon Todd.
Hamilton's surprisingly looking to almost kind of bring it back to the ground. You know, fishing for a guillotine in a not a very high percentage place. Hamilton did a really good job. We call that floating. You know, he's getting taken to the mat. He floated into a top position.
Both fighters doing a really good job. A lot of back and forth, more chess moves going on right now.
Definitely. Brandon fought back from the full mount, you know, regained half guard. You know, he's on the right path, but you got to kind of be careful. You see Hamilton's got that arm draped in a guillotine kind of, and guys can finish it from here. He kind of abandoned it. Now he's just kind of going to a good half guard control.
3 or 4 stiff shots there to the ribs of Hamilton Ash.
See, Brandon's trying to get underneath him there. He's looking for that knee bar again.
You can see him looking at that leg, grabbing for it. There he goes for it. Is he going to get it? Is Hamilton Ash going to be able to prevent him? Sticks out that right leg, really doing a lot of job, covering a lot of ground, making it hard to really control, or Brandon Todd to get control.
You know, you got to give it to Hamilton. He's either got a really good team that works a lot of leg lock defense, or he's done his homework. Either way, you know, he's doing a really good job of keeping a very dangerous guy off his leg.
We've seen it before, and if you look back on Brandon Todd's record, he's very capable of it.
He's got several leg lock finishes. He's doing the right things in it. You know, he's not fishing for that anymore. I think he's just trying to get it back to a safe position. And then again, maybe he isn't.
3 or 4 glancing blows there by Hamilton Ash to the head of Brandon Todd as we come under 3 minutes remaining in round number 2.
You know, after the first round, you got to give the first round, I would think, to Hamilton. And so far, you know, he's doing a lot of the same stuff. He's controlling
Trying to get
this
back
fight.
control. Brandon Todd doing a good job getting back to his feet here. Let's see what he can do with it now. Throws a right elbow to the side of Hamilton
Grab
Ash.
the cage a little
Hamilton
bit.
getting him down back to the ground.
This
Trying to lock in potentially a rear naked choke there. Brandon Todd doing a good job of covering up, not letting Hamilton get the arms around the neck.
been in this position a lot of times in practice, but everything can change in a fight. He's got the full body triangle now.
He's got control, really kind of has the ability to work whatever he wants to work right now as we come into the final 2 minutes left of round number 2.
But you can see the level of jiu-jitsu of these guys. You know, you've seen some great transitions, and Brandon's already, you know, he's trying to beat that body triangle, which he ended up beating. But now he's got to worry about the rear naked. You know, he's got the right position. He's got him locked down.
Sounds like we got another coach out in the crowd there.
That's a mom. I've heard those.
Tries to lock in the rear naked choke. Does he have it in deep enough?
That is deep, but
is Brandon Todd going to be able to get out of this one? The strength pulling it away a little bit. He's wincing. Is it going to be enough?
He
got
lost
his hands
arm.
under it. Got his hands under the arm there, but Hamilton Ash not relinquishing that hold, going for it deep. Brandon Todd controlling, slow and steady, not making any rush moves.
Brandon's doing the right things, man. This is a great jiu-jitsu fight. Great ground fight.
55
But that might
seconds
be
left
enough.
in this second round.
Brandon is just fishing for that hand. He's got to maintain control of that wrist, but he lost it. Oh.
Gets it back there. 40 seconds left in round number 2. Hamilton Ash not giving up on the attempt of the rear naked choke.
Nice.
Brandon Todd doing
choke.
all he can do to stay in this one. He's got to hold on for 30 seconds left, or he's got to do something to get out of it right now. This is impressive by both fighters. 20 seconds left in round number 2.
That is determination. He's almost out of there. He's
Heart
out.
and determination. Hamilton Ash, 2 stiff body kicks and a head kick by Brandon Todd. He's landed on their
Another head kick to end the round.
As we hit round number 2.
Hamilton is confused. He does not know how he did not finish that. He is dead tired.
Heart and determination by both fighters. That rear naked choke at points was locked in deeper than the other for the better part of a minute. As we go to the Project Filter replay, brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when, we'll show you how. Visit projectfilter.org. And just when it seemed like lights out for Brandon Todd, he never gave up. Just keeps trying and trying. Kudos to Hamilton Ash. He hangs in there, hangs onto the lock. But as you're going to see here, Brandon Todd escapes this. And then a flurry to end the round that brings the crowd to their feet. Brandon Todd, as you can see here, gets back up to the ground, throws in a knee, throws in a couple of leg kicks to the body there, lands with a head kick right here. As you hear the crowd erupt.
Brandon is pumped. Look at the difference between the fighters. Brandon's bouncing around. He's ready to go. Hamilton, I think, is a little bit defeated. You know, that would
defeated,
suck.
frustrated. I mean, you got a guy in a rear naked choke for almost a minute. As we are underway with our third and final round and the co-main event,
There
good outside kick.
I would expect those kicks to come quick and early right now.
Oh, another head kick. Good body kick by Brandon Todd, as you called it, Scott. He's laying in those kicks often and early.
There's a right body. Ooh.
Hamilton not really sure what to make of Brandon Todd right now.
He's doing the right things. You know, he's got his arms tied to his body. They're up high, but
Another outside kick, a
he
knee,
is
and a
tired.
right. Left head kick again. A rather head kick by Brandon Todd. Outside kick by Brandon Todd. Again, the kicks just keep coming. Front kick by Brandon Todd. Another front kick.
Hamilton is exhausted.
Outside kick by Hamilton.
And Brandon is feeding off
by
it.
Brandon.
Ooh.
Another head kick by Brandon Todd. Another outside kick. One's got to wonder how much more can Hamilton take of these. A front kick by Brandon Todd. Another outside kick.
Brandon's got to be careful. He's got his hands very low. One punch can end this. He's just going to keep chopping at those legs. I think this is all a big setup. I think Brandon knows what he's doing. He's trying to get those hands
Brandon leaking
down.
a little bit out of the left cheek there.
I think that's still from that early. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, stiff
Shot.
shot.
To the body after it, too. That hurts.
Hamilton doing a good job of withstanding the onslaught of kicks and knees by Brandon Todd, but one has to wonder, what is Hamilton waiting for?
He's looking for that gauge. He wants it back to the ground. You know, he knows he won 2
Good
rounds
elbow
down
by
there.
Brandon Todd. Hamilton Ash finally getting Brandon down to the ground. Brandon again looking like he wants to go for a leg lock.
You know, Hamilton knows he won that the last 2 rounds being on the ground. He definitely wants it there.
Oh, trying to lock in an arm bar.
Brandon looks like the fresher fighter, and he's not going to quit fighting. He's not done. Oh, he gave his back up. Wow. Fights back to his feet.
2.5 minutes left in this fight between Hamilton Ash and Brandon Todd, the co-main event
Spinning
of Front
back
Street
elbow.
Fights 14. Sehal vs. Jones, presented by bodybuilding.com.
Oh, hit it. There's your wrestler.
Not sure
Hit
what
the
that
switch.
was there.
It's a switch.
Hamilton trying to go for back position. Good. We're back to the chest moves. Inside, outside, front, back. Both of these fighters showing that they have what it takes to counter the other one's moves.
Yeah. Hamilton's got his back again. No hooks in, but I wonder if he might be too tired to be able to really actually finish this. He thinks he had that last round. Now I think he's just kind of broke.
Hamilton trying again to drag him back down to the ground. Brandon walking the cage, trying to get the arms free of Hamilton Ash to maybe get back to doing what he's doing. He does a good job. Hamilton following up there, but on the receiving end of 2 body kicks and a front kick.
And the head, and the body.
Stiff shot to the gut again. Another knee going for Brandon Todd. There's 1:10 left in this fight. Superman punch attempt by Brandon Todd. Another outside kick.
He knows he needs a finish to win this fight.
He knows it, and he's going for it. 60 seconds left in our co-main event.
Oh, that body shot
hurt
again.
bad. Right to the gut. He's taken 4 or 5, maybe even 6 or 7 stiff shots, whether they be knees or kicks, to the right midsection, and it's starting to pay off for Brandon Todd.
But those big shots, throwing that big truck.
Another knee. All Hamilton can do is just hang on, gets him down to the ground where he wants him. 25 seconds left. Can Brandon Todd pull this one out for the win, or are we going to go to the judges' scorecards? 20 seconds left.
Hamilton's got 15 seconds to hang on and just be smart.
Here we go, the final 10 seconds.
Oh, no.
Is he going to give up? He's got the triangle locked in. Can Hamilton hold on?
I think he's just
A
got the
stiff
head,
shot
no
to
arms.
the gut. And that's it.
Oh,
Hamilton
Lord.
Ash hangs on. Brandon Todd does all he can do to pull this one out. Respect by both fighters, as our co-main event will now go to the judges. As we enter the Project Filter replay, brought to you by Project Filter. You decide when, we'll show you how. Visit projectfilter.org. Brandon Todd, knowing he had to finish this fight, laying the lumber down with the kicks to the body, the outside kicks and lands 2 or 3 to the head there. Did all he could to try and pull this one out.
You know, he fought to the bitter end.
And you can see another shot here, and what really put Hamilton Nash in danger was that kick right there. And as you can see it right there, he's reaching down to defend that right midsection there.
There is nothing worse than a good body shot.
And the damage done by Brandon Todd, you're going to see really take effect here with the left knee of Brandon Todd. He's going to hit Hamilton Nash. You can see Hamilton already guarding it right there.
There it is, and those hurt. Each one of those takes a little bit
We've
of
seen
life out of
Jesse
you.
Brock win one of his main event fights. I believe it was a knee to either the gut or the liver to, it was either Front Street Fights 4 or 5, I can't remember. But again, he was on the ground. He had the control and just one knee to the gut and he was done.
I'm telling you, I've experienced that multiple times in practice and in a fight, and it hurts.
A lot of respect by both fighters. Brandon Todd really coming alive in the second half of that fight. Hamilton Nash may be questioning himself where things may have gone wrong, but will it be enough to pull out the win?
Very good fight.
Hamilton's corner doing him, reassuring him. Both fighters claiming victory in this fight.
You know, I off the top of my head, I have to give it to Hamilton. He got the first 2 rounds, I believe. Third round definitely to Brandon, but you never know with how the judges look at the fight. I've seen crazy decisions happen before.
A couple of last-second changes being made to the judges' scorecard really makes you got to wonder whether this is going to be a unanimous decision or a split decision.
Hamilton looks like he is hurting, and I believe it. Those body shots ache for days.
All right, well, let's find how this one plays out. How did the judges see this one? We send it back inside the cage to find out the results with Britt Salbert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man came in from Montana. This man came in from Washington to entertain you here tonight. How about a round of applause? Were you guys entertained here? We will move to the judges' scorecards. Judge Scott Marker has the bout 28-28. Judge Laz Martinez scores the bout 29-28 Ash. Judge Tim Turner scores the bout 29-28. The winner by majority decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Hamilton Ash.
So after this, let's just go like upshot and let me, actually, you know what? Let's just go straight to the third and final look live for Sehow and Jones.
You come in from Montana to Idaho to fight a guy from Washington. Could not have been easy scouting, preparing for this fight. Could it have?
Oh, definitely not. It's actually been, now that I've been managing myself and running my own gym, it's been extremely tough to get a fight. So all the respect in the world goes to Brandon and to Todd Carlson and everybody at Front Street Fights for helping put this fight together. So thank you guys so much. Thanks to all my sponsors back home in Whitefish, everybody at the Remington Bar watching me fight right now. I appreciate it. Next time I'll come back better. I felt I gave everything I had for that rear naked, and man, what a tough dude. By round 3, my arms were done. So.
Did you enjoy Front Street Fights? Did you enjoy the town of Boise in this production tonight, Hamilton?
Oh yes, sir. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out and supporting. Appreciate it. I'll be back for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in our co-main event, Hamilton Ash. We've got our swag bag from our ring girls, from our friends at bodybuilding.com. Nice job, Hamilton.